one wants to argue our point.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, then you can go on my live stream and
It's
type
public.
and you can type in your username so everyone can find your party. Hello, and welcome to the podcast. That's it. All right.
Oh God. God.
We're gonna do this every week. How about that?
All right then.
Yes.
It's just a
That
24-hour
wasn't me.
podcast with a squeaky door.
Yeah, I need to put WD-40 on it.
I'm looking up. Is it? You're live right now, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
Yeah. It's me.
It
Hi.
won't load. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. All
Well,
right.
here I am, just a small speck on the world of YouTube. What
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck is this shit?
that's my bio, like my about page. Andrew, you're not
This is
supposed to
the
be playing
podcast
games. This is a
segment.
podcast. Shut up. Shut
Wait, why
up.
is it a black screen?
Cause that's what a podcast is. There's no video to a podcast.
Oh, okay. So, what are we gonna talk about here?
Okay, so we said we were gonna start talking about.
Alright, let's talk about the border. Do we think that we should give... Now, let me bring up the topic. Do we think that we should give Mexicans a chance and keep the border as is, but try to go for more security in the facilities themselves and, like, the processing? Or do we want to just make a big, fat, steady wall?
Like, so what
do
you're
you
saying
guys
is,
think?
you're saying like expand ICE. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Do you think we should do that? Like, through processing or whatever? Or what,
well,
what do you
I
think?
here's what I think we should make. Shut up.
Good job!
we need to expand ICE, definitely. But
ISIS.
yeah, we need to expand it, and we could also there's definitely a place for a barrier, right? But I mean, I guess we don't always have to have a barrier. However, I am strongly in favor of having a barrier.
If we don't have a barrier, what's gonna keep scumbags out?
Kicking them, that'd probably work. You just give them a good
Oh
old,
God!
you give them
Now
a good
my little
solid
cousin
kick.
joins. All right,
You just give them a solid kick. I mean,
Gavin. I don't know. You shouldn't have joined. Maybe I should put it on private.
you should. But
Oh yeah,
I,
you did.
I say that
Gavin, I'll invite you back in like an hour. Bye. We're doing something important. Go on Donovan's channel.
Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, there's definitely a place for a wall, but I mean, we could explore other options.
Oh, we need a wall.
But I'm definitely in favor of a wall. I mean, it's worked. I mean, look at Israel. And there's just also I think
Look
like
at Germany. They don't have a wall, and their immigration flow is horrible.
yeah. Oh my God, Germany's so bad with immigrants.
Germany, that's why. Germany's like the worst. One of the worst, at least.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think only like the UK and France are above it.
Yeah.
The Nordic countries get quite a bit of traffic too, but not as much. Speaking of the Nordic countries, did you see there's an Ebola case in Sweden? Yeah, someone went to Africa and went back to Sweden, and they had Ebola. Or
That's stupid.
Well, Andrew,
I hate
yeah.
those freaking. I hate those diseases that come over here, dude. It's stupid.
Hang on.
No.
Let me just. Well, yeah, it's Australia.
Australians like to take the risk.
I mean, what?
How does this have anything to do with politics anymore?
Yeah, what the hell, Andrew? Yeah, Andrew.
Alright, back to what we were talking about for the border. I think that we should we should get a steady and oh no. That's what we'll do. Next question, really quick. That has to do with it. It connects onto this one, so I'm not like changing the subject. Should Mexico pay for the wall?
No.
Well, Donald Trump and half the House disagrees with you. At least half.
No, you see, when Donald Trump was campaigning for election, he used, Mexico will pay for it. It was more of a way to rile up a fan base than it was an actual statement.
They're not gonna pay for it. And honestly, I don't even know if he's talking about like really saying it like I think he's saying it figuratively. Like they're not actually going to pay for it, but it's there's so much meth in the country or whatever. You know what I mean?
It's mostly cocaine coming over the border.
A lot of heroin too. Don't ask how I know.
Yeah, but like that was more of a way to just kind of get his supporters rallied behind him.
Yeah, like I said, it's like a figurative.
Like, yeah, phrase. You can't literally force another country to pay for something, you know.
Maybe.
Within reason, right?
Russia. Alright, yeah, continue.
But you can't take him literally, right? Donald Trump, he's a guy who speaks more figuratively than, like, other politicians. Like the left takes him literally, right? They take whatever he says, if this is literally what he's gonna do, and not seriously. The right takes him seriously, but not literally. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know where I'm going with that, but you can't take the guy serious in everything. You have to take him... You gotta really kind of look more into what he's doing, and you can't just say like, oh, he said this, therefore he's doing this.
True. Oh. I agree with you there.
Yeah.
People do make wild assumptions of things like that.
You know, there's actual doctors, like, naming cases of a, like, stress syndrome caused by Trump.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, they're diagnosing people with PTSD over Trump. Like, that is insane. Like, these people are so deranged. They're getting PTSD from a president. Yeah, it's insane. Like, there's a word there's a term for it. It's like Trump derangement syndrome or something like that. It's like, oh my god.
I'm Republican.
Well, I mean, how else do you want to describe it? Trump derangement system. I mean, it kind of tells you.
It's got a point.
Although, I mean, that's more for people who, like, no matter how much good he does, they're always going to oppose him, right? Like, he just pulled troops... Yeah, well, he just pulled... Listen, he just pulled... Andrew, listen, he just pulled troops out of Syria, right? And not too long ago, the left's like, oh, let's get out of Syria, we have no business there. Now they're freaking out. He's like, oh, he's going to give up ground to Russia. Russia's going to go into Syria. Like, they're so hypocritical. And no matter what... Why do they
think that he likes Russia so much?
I don't know, but no matter what the guy does, they're always going to find something wrong with it.
Dude, Russia, when he went to go to that meeting with Putin, it was the most awkward handshake I've ever seen.
Oh my god, yeah. Like,
and that's when you know he doesn't like him that much.
You remember how after that whole summit in, where was it, Finland, right? They held it in Finland, like Helsinki, something like that. All of the left was calling him a traitor, right? You remember that?
Of course they were.
Yeah. And the Russian collusion thing with the election, like, oh my god. Like, the right did not cheat. The left, like, there's no proof that Russia had anything to do with our election in 2016.
You see that picture of the poll machine?
And there's... And there's, proof that There were like leaked documents from the Democratic Party's HQ that like prove that they were discriminating against Bernie, right? Yeah, they were like cheating essentially against Bernie.
Because I don't like Bernie that much.
Yeah, they wanted Clinton for president, and they would stop at nothing, right? No one's talking about that. I've never heard a thing about that, except on like right-wing sources like the Daily Wire. And even then, I don't even visit those sites.
Fox News. Sometimes. Yeah, like if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Fox, but even they have to try to stay biased to stay in business. You know?
I saw a graph. It's like a positive news coverage of Trump in the media, and like the highest was Fox News. I know, surprising, and still like 78% of the news they taught about was negative. Like, so even the most biased source towards Trump says over half the things that are bad about him, right? And it's not just like, oh, Trump did like a bad thing, right? Like, this is an actual bad thing that 90% of people agree on. This is bad. This is more of a, like, you know, like a petty little nitpick thing. You know what I mean? Like,
kind of.
It's some people see it as bad or offensive or whatever, but then most people just don't care. It's like petty little stuff like that, which is like basically all CNN puts out. Like, let's be real. So, like...
Alright, next topic. I think we're pretty much finished up with that one.
We've only
That
even...
was your... No, the next topic.
What's the next topic? We don't even have another topic. We said
Andrew, what do you got?
You said we were going to talk about politics and went from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Anything to do? Alright,
We
fine.
just-
Do something then.
Alright. Andrew. I know, but
Are
come
you a
on.
part of it? No, we're not. Alright. If it's stupid, it's stupid. If it's not,
Alright.
it's not. Go.
Alright.
We will not judge you
Wait,
for
no.
anything.
Alright, let's talk about this. McDonald's sucks. Go from there. Andrew's gonna get riled up about this one.
Here's my point. Here's my opinion. Burger King's better.
Burger King is definitely better than McDonald's.
By far. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You eat only their chicken, right? Like, that's all you eat, right?
Ooh.
Okay, their fries are slightly better than Burger King's, but I still think Wendy's has them beat.
People are gonna join this actually thinking there's gonna be politics, and then it's gonna be their fries are actually a little better than. Good.
Do you like action?
Andrew
It's
likes his
alright.
meal stick. Yeah. Yeah, Wendy's. Wendy's.
Yo, Wendy's is good. Alright.
Wendy's is not that good.
Wendy's is very good.
Yeah,
Dude, their
actually,
chicken,
you know what? It's okay.
their chicken is the best. On a street. On the same street. Wendy's. Every time. Unless I want a chicken sandwich, then I'd go to Burger King.
Wherever's not there. I keep driving, that's where.
Yeah, definitely Wendy's. Their chicken is the best.
I go into Wendy's
Okay.
just to take a shit in their bathroom and not flush.
But their chicken's the best, and their fries are okay. Actually, now that I think about it, I take back what I said earlier. They're okay.
Yeah, you better. They're not that good. They're good.
They're kind of. They're always kind of burnt, you know. Like, they're really kind of crispy. No, Wendy's French fries. They're always
Donovan,
like
how many viewers you got?
2. Great.
One of them's me.
Nah,
One of
I
them's
don't
me and the
care.
other one's Andrew. That's gay. And oh, okay. Donovan, you still there? Oh, he turned
What?
something off. I think he's changing mics or something.
What? You think I'm doing what? Oh, I guess my mic came unplugged then. Because I just flipped down my mic on my headset. Yeah, I have a boom stand.
He's a YouTuber now.
Oh yeah, I'm only the best.
He's a PewDiePie chair.
I do though. My seat goes farther back than PewDiePie's. Like my seat goes to like 220. PewDiePie's only goes like 180. So come at me, PewDiePie. This is a declaration of
You guys
war.
suck, bitch. Lasagna.
Look, like my chair's better.
Alright, let's get back to
PewDiePie.
actual politics. So, alright.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything about politics.
Shit though, no matter who you support, who do you actually think, like being realistic and not being biased, who do you actually think for 2020 is gonna be like elected?
Trump. Hands down Trump.
I do not think it's gonna be Trump. There's so many pissed off liberal women.
Yeah, but
They make it.
well, all we know right
Candace
now,
Owens is going for it. Or not Candace
Hillary
Owens.
Clinton's probably running. Like that's basically a given.
Again.
She's probably gonna run. Elizabeth Warren's running, but she's probably not gonna win.
She's not gonna get anything. She's not gonna get anything.
Yeah. Yeah, but here's what I think. Here's what I think.
Here's what I think.
Andrew.
Here's what I think.
Okay, so most Americans don't live in cities, right? Like most live in small towns or out in the middle, or out in shut up, or out in the middle of nowhere, right?
Now we're getting somewhere.
And once you're out in the middle of the nowhere,
trying to single me out.
It's more Republican, right? The farther you get away from city.
Yeah, because it's like farmland.
And so the majority of Americans, or this is just what I think, I have no evidence to back this up, but I'm pretty sure the majority of Americans are Republican. Right? And combine that with the amount of people that see, hey, the economy's doing pretty good, you know, like, maybe I should vote for Trump so this can keep going on, right? Because, believe it or not, there are some rational Democrats out there and that can see what Trump is doing good. Yeah, believe it or not, Democrats can be rational, right? Who knew? But some can see, like, hey, yo, the economy's doing pretty good. Maybe I should vote for him so this can keep going, right? Like, I think the economy is doing, like, 4.2% GDP per capita.
Not bad.
Not per capita. You know what I meant.
Dude, I just thought of the best next topic.
Anyway, so
Just tell me when you're done. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Trump is definitely going to get elected, right? Because
For
the
2020, you think?
Yeah, the economy's doing great, and besides, if you look at political trends, it's normally each president
Trends change.
Well, yes, but this is just a general trend in history, like the last 20, 30, 40 years. If you
It's
look,
hard to go off of trends.
yeah, I know, but most presidents serve 2 terms, right? And, like, if a Democrat serves 2 terms, then normally a Republican takes their place and serves 2 terms. So, what I think is going to happen, Trump's going to get reelected, and then in 2024, a Democrat's going to get in the office. Unless, of course, they keep behaving like insane tards, and then a Republican will take office, but that's just what I think. Based on trends and the economy, it's just...
Yeah.
Seems like can either of you name a Democratic position?
What?
Like, can any of you name what a Democratic position is? Like, you know how Republicans have, like, border security, gun rights? Thomas, this is more directed at you. God damn it. But no one can name a Democratic position. Right? Like, you go up to people and you ask them, what's a Democratic position? Oh, it's like, abolish ICE, impeach Trump. Right? Like, they don't have any strong positions to go off of. So, if you don't have strong positions, you don't have a strong base. And if you don't have a strong base, you can't get in the office because your base is too weak. And there's this graph, right? And it shows like how far left Democrats are and how far right Republicans are, right? If you look at the Republican side, it's gradually been moving towards the right since 1980, but overall it's like a big bell curve, you know what I mean? So like most Republicans are united on the same issues. But then you look at the Democrat and it's like a plateau, right? It goes up on either end and then it's just a flat middle. So the base is extremely divided between center left and far left and I can't think of a term. It's like the middle of the road. Like right in the middle between far and center. Moderate, that's what it is. So they're all split, right? And they can't unite on any single issue. Therefore, they're probably not going to be able to take office because they're too divided.
What about the independent parties, like third parties?
Well, now, I highly doubt they're going to take office.
They won't, but they're still taking up a percentage of the pie.
I know, and independent parties have been growing, right? So they're a growing threat to the two major parties, especially the Democrats, because they keep losing. Like, Thomas, going back to my question before, can you name a single Democratic position? Like you know how Republicans have like border security and gun rights. What do Democrats have?
I don't know anything off the top of my head.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Like what we said, like impeach Trump. Right? That's a Democratic position. Well, I mean, it's not, but it is. Right? But like, there's nothing to impeach him for. He hasn't done anything wrong. Right? So when you go up to someone and they're like, "Yo, let's impeach Trump," and you go, "Okay, why?" Because he's racist. Because he's a bigot. Wait. He's most likely not a racist. He's definitely not a bigot.
Yes, but they have no sense of reason.
I know they don't. They just do whatever, right? I mean, he's said offensive things to just about every class of people, but, I mean, the country is so goddamn politically correct, right? Like, YouTube censors, videos, like, you know how PewDiePie just uploaded a video, like YouTube Rewind 2018, but it's actually good? It wouldn't appear on the trending page when...
Good.
Yeah, it wouldn't...
Yeah, because they were so pissed off that it was good.
They're censoring PewDiePie because he's not entirely
Same
PC.
on Twitter, they censored, they took off posts and they said about community guidelines for this guy's post.
Yeah, like, these huge tech companies are just getting so PC because this tiny fringe group of people are voicing their opinion so loud, and they're like, "Oh, you can't say that word, oh, that's racist, that's sexist, that's, rape, oh my god." And it's like, dude, if I make a rape joke, I can't make a rape joke, because then I'll have my accounts deleted, right?
Your life will be ruined, man.
Right?
You can't do anything.
Like, if you say anything that's not PC, if you're on YouTube, YouTube's gonna come after you, demonetize your video, take it down, whatever, right? Give you a community guideline strike. You're on Facebook. Like, I got censored off of Facebook. Did I ever tell you guys that? I legitimately got banned off of Facebook.
It doesn't help that you were also a small profile. That means that nobody's gonna really recognize it. That's also another reason why they pick you as a target.
Yeah, but...
To censor.
Exactly. But I posted... Andrew, wait. So...
I've been trying to talk for a while. Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
And no, wait. I got censored off Facebook, right? Facebook literally sent me a message, right? I posted a pro-Trump picture, right? And they sent me a message. We have deleted your account permanently because of this picture. And it linked to that picture and it said, this goes against our community guidelines. I'm like, dude,
guidelines.
This is openly censoring people. Like,
did they say anything in return?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome
and all
to the
these
media,
stupid fucking corporations lean to the left, right? And they censor these conservative media outlets. Or just anyone who's even slightly to the right. Like, it's bullshit. And
it really is.
And there's another thing. You know these companies like Google, like, tracks everything, right? Like, someone can pull up a list of every link you've ever clicked, every word you've ever typed, right? Every website you were on, every video you watch, everything, including what you spank it to, right?
Yeah.
It's like that has to be stopped. Like, let's be honest, that cannot. Yeah, no, wait, because think about this. Let's say I was running for president, right? Let's say I was running for president.
Oh, that would be funny.
And a Google employee, saw that, and he's like, oh, I hate this guy, you know? I cannot stand him. And so he goes onto my records, and he pulls out the worst content he can find, right? Like, yeah, it's like even something as posting a simple Nazi joke, right? Like, you know how PewDiePie shouted out a YouTuber and he had some like mild Nazi paraphernalia that PewDiePie didn't know about, and they completely smeared him and trashed him for it, right? It's like he just turns up a simple, like, he turns on my meme page. He goes on my meme page. He's like, oh, look at all of this. Like, this. Andrew. Shut up. I'm ranting here, okay? Shut. Okay, well, you signed up.
That's part of a podcast.
Yeah, we have another half hour. Don't worry. But these fucking companies, they just pull up my meme page from, I don't know, by that time it'd be like 30 years ago at the minimum, 40 years. And like from 40 years ago, and they could pull up these records and be like, oh, look at this gold mine. And they just pull it out, publicize it, and there you go. I'm completely out, which is completely unfair. And it's just, you can't be doing this. Like, Facebook has a thing, they call it a shadow profile. So whenever you get like mentioned in a post, right? Like, they don't tag you, but they like say your name. They're like, oh, Thomas was here today. Right? And someone else says, oh, Thomas was here today. And you know how you put your contacts into there? It'll search your contacts and see, like, oh, here's Thomas. And then it has, like, a secret hidden profile that no one can see. And it's like, oh, here's his name. Here's probably his phone number. Probably his address and his email. And it's just like, dude, that... Like, you have a profile on Facebook, even if you've never been involved with Facebook at all, right? Like, that has to stop. That's my point. Point's over. I've been talking about that for like 20 minutes now. What was your amazing topic that you were going to bring up, Thomas?
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
No, talk about it. Talk about it.
Abortion.
It's an hour, but okay. What's your topic, Tommy?
Abortion.
Oh, okay, Thomas. Start us off on that topic. Oh, this should be a good one.
Yeah, that's why.
This should be a good one.
Know. The only reason I say that is that if I get a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
In like 2 years, or not 2 years, if I get a job in a few years or apply for one, I bet you if this like video goes, like, let's say I become something big in my future, which I know is very funny, but
Yeah.
let's say I become something big, just like you have a chance to be, like everybody does, when they become famous. If they discover this podcast or whatever, which they probably won't, but if they go dig deep enough and find this, then they could literally show that to the public, and then everything can get shut down. Like that's like kind of what happened with Ninja, with that H1Z1 stream where he was yelling shit at the kid. Remember that?
Yeah. Well,
Like I'm worried that that's gonna happen, because I hate how they monitor it. That's just such a pain in the ass.
well, they can't. Your life can't be ruined based on your stance on abortion. You know, like what Ninja did. He's screaming that at a little kid. Like that's a different issue, right?
Yeah.
Like that's more. Well, I mean, YouTube would probably consider it like harassment or bullying, or to some degree, they'd probably even consider it a hate speech or a hate crime because it's YouTube. So you give us your opinion, right? You can't get your life ruined based on opinions.
Oh, I honestly don't really care. I mean, I think it's stupid, kinda. Like, it's brutal. I think it's brutal.
Okay, well, Andrew. It's different. It's okay. It's when you take a baby out of the womb.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Mm-hmm. Andrew.
Oh.
Andrew, listen. It's when you It's killing babies, basically.
That's why, and yeah, what is right?
Yeah,
what
Andrew, it's
right?
a very controversial issue.
Controversial.
Yeah, this. No, okay,
Yeah.
so if someone's pregnant, right?
Oh, a little bit beforehand. A little bit beforehand.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, if the baby's really late, they have to take, like, a pneumatic hammer in there, smash the skull open, suck out the brains, and then suck out the fetus, right?
And this isn't actually, like, a joke or anything.
Yeah, no, that's actually how they do it, right? No.
Not
okay,
necessarily.
so here's basically what happens, right? There's been stories where a woman in college or high school or whatever, you know what I mean? There's where a woman is a slut, right? And just goes out and has a bunch of sex, and one day, oh, look at that, she got pregnant. Who would have thought? And she's like, oh, I can't take care of this baby, blah, 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 blah. So she goes to a doctor, and
let's kill it.
And they pull the baby out of it, right? Well, exactly.
He understands.
Yes, Andrew. Like,
why can't people be more like you, Andrew?
Exactly. But Andrew, we didn't tell you that. Oh, hey, maybe it's better to.
You figure that out.
You were
on
just
your own.
like, hey, why are we killing babies? It's easier to just put it. Like, exactly, dude.
This is why we put Andrew on the podcast.
Yes, but
this is what we needed.
Like, it's basically, oh, I'm a slut and I don't want to be held responsible for my actions, so I'm gonna go kill an innocent soul. Right? That's what it is.
Now the argument is that it's not alive at that point.
Yes, but like if we go to Mars, right? Yeah, but if we go to Mars and we find two pieces or two organisms of bacteria, right? Oh my god, we found life on Mars. It's aliens, guys. It's life on Mars. But then it's not life if it's a almost fully developed fetus in the womb. Like, I'm sorry, that doesn't make any sense to me. How is it two microorganisms on Mars life, but a fetus isn't? You know?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
So, I'm anti-abortion. I don't think
I'm
it's
neutral.
a thing. I know, right? It's just, oh, I'm opting out of parenthood and killing a child because I couldn't keep my legs closed. Like, I couldn't keep my legs closed. And it's so hypocritical, because if you say that to people, right, people freak the fuck out, right? They freak out. But then you see all these feminists being like, oh, you should just keep it in your pants to men all the time. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. They're so hypocritical. And
Donald's like, I'm proud of you. I know he's not saying it. I know he's not saying it right now, but he means it, Andrew.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a little too expensive. That's a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's an extreme way of saying it, but exactly. Like, you say to a woman, oh, so you don't want a baby. Oh, no, of course I don't want a baby. Okay, then keep your legs together. Right? Or here's an idea. Use a fucking condom. They exist. They're like $2 fucking down at the mini mart.
Birth control, though.
Like, I literally, Thomas, I think you sent this to me, right? Did you send me the video where it's the girl? She's at an elementary school, and she's like, or not an elementary school, a high school, and she's like, oh,
talking about babies.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, so here's what happened, right? We wanted to have sex, but we didn't use a condom because it felt better for him.
It's their own fault.
Uh-huh. And I got pregnant, and I got an abortion. And it's like, so wait a minute. When he said, yo, I'm not going to use a condom because I don't want the feeling of a condom, she never thought to say, no, I don't want to get pregnant, right? She never thought. She's like, okay, sure, why not? See, in circumstances like that, now, if someone was raped and it was a rape baby, that's different, okay?
That's a little different.
That's different, right? But they're not campaigning against that, right? They use that as a talking point. Like, oh, if it's a rape baby, you don't want someone to go through all that trauma, right? No, okay. In that condition, we can make exception. But overall, right, in a scenario like that where you openly opposed using a condom, right?
Openly open your legs.
Yeah, and didn't care, okay? You are 100% responsible for that child, right?
They both are.
You could either take care of it or put it up for adoption. You could do one or the two, right?
Yeah.
Just, you can't get an abortion. It's so fucked up. Like, oh. Yeah. Exactly. It's just...
Andrew's getting it.
Oh, I don't want to be held responsible for my action because I'm a fucking whore.
You know how bad this would look on my record?
Your turn, Thomas. What do you think about it?
What?
You go on a 5-10 minute rant now. Yeah. Let's see what you have to say.
I'm neutral.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Tommy?
I'm pretty neutral.
Okay. So you just don't care.
Well, dude, imagine what Nick would say.
Oh, he'd be...
Just imagine.
Yeah, he'd be pro-abortion. But fuck Nick.
Relatable.
People are fucking crazy.
I think it's funny how when we told him what it was, he was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. I also really like the fact that he's like immediately like, no, dude, that's fucked up. Like, it just clicked in him. He's like that. He's 11 years old, and he could piece together that not being held responsible for your actions leading to killing someone is messed up. And these fucking...
Andrew, you know what you do? You walk into your social studies class tomorrow and you tell them all that.
And these...
No.
And these fucking 40-year-old libtards, right, can't even wrap their minds around this. Oh, maybe you should have used a condom. Oh, maybe you should have been put on the pill. Oh, maybe you should have kept them together. Like, this fucking 11-year-old is smarter than these 40, 50-year-olds. Like...
I saw a post that said about the name libtard. That it started... They said something like, it's so overused, get new content, or something like that. I don't know. Something.
They also literally stole the term libtard from us and turned it into Trump-tard.
That's not funny.
Yeah, it doesn't even
Andrew,
sound right.
Why
like,
would you laugh?
Like, libtard sounds like, oh, hey, this makes sense. Libtard sounds organic.
Yeah.
Trump-tard.
I understand it.
That, it's just too hard, you know? Think of something better. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can make fun of your president, it's okay. Yeah. Here, let me make a joke right here. How many police officers does it take to change a light bulb?
No clue.
0. They just beat the room for being black, right?
Donovan gets expelled the next day.
Like, they'll find that offensive, and they don't understand basic fucking roots of comedy. Like, comedy is...
They don't have a sense of humor, that's why.
Yes. I'm kind of stealing this little bit of content from someone else. I forget his name.
Ben Shapiro.
No, it's not Ben Shapiro. It's some... I don't know, but... And it's like
some
these...
clip he saw.
Yeah,
And I saw too.
They don't understand comedy. Like, comedy has its roots in some really dark shit. Yeah?
It
Like,
helps the situation.
like, police violence on black people, that's a serious situation. But you know how comedy works? We take the serious situation and we make it funny. Yeah, exactly. Right? We can crack jokes, right? We can make fucking rape jokes. Okay? Right? Like, they don't understand comedy and they try to censor it. And then these... Yeah. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, that's it. But they don't understand comedy, and then these stupid fucking PC companies like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube hop on it like, oh, these people, they're the loudest group, so they must be the majority, right? And then they start censoring comedy, and then you can't find any good fucking jokes on the internet anymore. Because all the goddamn comedy's been censored by these stupid fucking technocrats. So technocrats.
It's a new one. Never heard that one.
Really? Like,
Yes. Really?
You know what a bureaucrat is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that except for technology. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a Mark Zuckerberg. I don't know the CEO of YouTube, but it's like them. Those two. Oh, wow, thanks. Yeah, that's gonna help. What's her name? Fucking Susan? Karen?
Susan. Kids.
So, We've been talking about politics for 45 minutes now. Let's diverge. Yeah, let's get off the subject of politics. I don't know. What can we talk about? Alright.
You did pretty good for not knowing a lot, Andrew.
Hey, he learned something today. He learned that abortion's fucked up and that he's smarter than most liberals.
What?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what he said.
So, okay. If you guys could live anywhere in the world...
Canada.
Where... Canada sucks. Yeah, so where would you live? Like a specific region.
Anywhere in the world?
Yeah, a specific region. Alright, since everyone's quiet... Oh, god damn it. My fucking party just lagged out, man. God damn.
Hey, get in the party!
No shit, dumbass. Oh, it's private. It's fucking private. I can't... Wow, that's fucking beat. I'll just make a new one. Yeah, and right in the middle of it. Motherfucker. There we go. Yeah, so I lagged the fuck out. Shut up. So, yes, back to the question. Where would you live if you could live anywhere? Anywhere in the world, Andrew.
If I could live anywhere... I'm gonna cut you off because you cut me off earlier, Andrew. If I could live anywhere...
The Caribbean.
Because it's...
Yeah. Yeah.
Who is eating plastic?
I
Please
know
stop.
where the Caribbean is, Andrew. I know, but I was surprised because I didn't think that you would ever pick the Caribbean. Why the Caribbean? I personally wouldn't live there.
He's got his own taste. Respect his